This topic is so huge. It's so massive. People feeling overwhelmed, people feeling out of control. It's something that's become almost like a crisis in many ways in our country. Hey, David Essel here. Individuals coming into the office are always talking about, I need to drop this addiction to alcohol, and I need to get my relationship back on track, and I need to spend more time focusing on my children, and the list goes on and on and on. And when I say, well, why is it that you have every area of your life that seems to be stressed, and they'll say, I'm overwhelmed, David. I have so much going on. I'm worried about the economy. I'm worried about the presidential election. I feel overwhelmed there. I look at the wars around the world. I feel overwhelmed there. I look at the fact that COVID is still here. I'm overwhelmed there. I just don't feel grounded. I just don't feel at peace. Have you ever felt this way? Do you feel this way right now? There's millions of people that we're working with. As a matter of fact, I have an executive, and this is so mind-blowing. This guy has made so much money, and he's usually a really happy guy. He doesn't want to retire, and his wife is happy that he doesn't want to retire because he just loves what he does. But when he came in, he was just extremely sad. I mean, his face was just really drawn. He is exhausted. He was sad. And I'm looking at him because when I talked to him on the phone, he was upbeat. He was telling me, how much money he made and how many homes they have. And he wasn't bragging. He was just sort of saying, matter of fact, David, will only be here for 2 weeks. And then we're going to our place in Montana, and then we'll be back for a month. But I want to work with you whether I'm here or gone. And I said, what do you think the number one challenge is? And he said, I just have too much going on. I worry constantly. I'm overwhelmed about my staff. I'm overwhelmed about what's happening in this country politically. I'm overwhelmed with what's happening in this country financially. And so what we ended up finding out is that he's spending half of his day, 4 to 6 hours a day, reading articles on how the world is falling apart and the economy is falling apart. And regardless of who gets elected, it's going to be hellacious afterwards. He's focusing so much and reading so much, and he watches the news and he reads the papers. And oh my God, when he got done telling me what his day was like, and 4 to 6 hours of it are spent in his quote unquote, what he calls research, is really overwhelmed. And so we have to do something, and we have to do the opposite of what's creating the chaos, right? So I'm asking him to pull back. And so he's creating a list of everything he watches, he reads, who he talks to, what the topics are. He's creating a list of everything. And as he comes in every week, the list is getting longer. And I keep looking at him saying, I understand your overwhelm. I understand the fact that you're extremely irritable. I understand the fact that you're depressed. I understand the fact that you're sad. I can see your sadness in your face. You've got the world at your feet, right? You've got all this money. You've got all these people that love you. Your company helps people, actually. You've got everything, but you're not looking at that. You're looking at everything that could go wrong, everything that isn't going right in this world. And the more we focus on those things that aren't going right, the more we're going to decrease our chance of happiness. Listen, work with me one-on-one. If this is something you're going through, we've got executives, we've got stay-at-home moms, we've got so many other people that are feeling this overwhelm. They know they need to make changes, but they're so overwhelmed with all the changes they have to make, they don't even know where to start. And that's where I come into play. For 43 years, we've helped people battle all kinds of mental health challenges. And overthinking, overwhelmed thinking is a mental health challenge, for God's sake. So let's work one-on-one together at TalkDavid.com, or join our upcoming mental health online retreat. It starts on February 20th. It goes for 4 weeks. It's incredibly inexpensive. Everything is at TalkDavid.com. There's 5 books at the website for free at TalkDavid.com. So let us help you, either one-on-one with me or join the online group. We will get to the bottom of this and give you great tips on how to raise your mental health, your energy, your attitude, and everything else. We can do it together. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.